Hello, Goliath's chair, and welcome to the blanket fort. Peter, Drew, and Sean, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. I have 10 questions for you. Are you willing to answer?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Question number 1. What's your favorite sandwich?
I'll take this one.
Got it.
So my favorite sandwich is breakfast sandwiches, but open face,
Okay.
like with eggs and meat and cheese
Yeah.
and margarine or whatever. Yeah.
Ooh, so
Yeah, I really
layered
like.
up.
Yeah, and I do the open face style so that I get 2 sandwiches out of it, even though there's only one.
Yes,
Yeah.
double it up.
Yeah.
I'd also like to give a super quick answer
Okay.
because I have an ideal sandwich for like at the restaurant and at home. So at home,
Okay.
turkey, Swiss mustard, like
Yeah, that
something
sounds
you can make
good.
at home, like easy sandwich. But at the restaurant, buffalo chicken with cheese.
Ooh, that
So
sounds
it's like
good
shredded
too.
chicken, buffalo
Ooh,
sauce, bit of
okay.
cheese, and they like melt it.
Yeah.
So just gotta think about the common man when we're talking sandwiches. gotta put the turkey, Swiss, and mustard in there.
Something that brings everyone together.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever throw cranberries on that?
Ooh, no. Like dried cranberries, I think I'd really be interested in. I'm not so much as big of a like wet cranberry guy at
Okay.
Cranberry sauce, stuff like
at Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Okay.
But I do like the sauce they have at IKEA, the like
The meatball sauce?
lingonberry.
Lingonberries, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I put that on turkey and other things.
Yeah.
I don't know what about it, but yeah, I don't mind that at all. It's nice.
I
Yeah.
learned a new word today, lingonberry.
Lingonberry, yeah.
that. Can't
really,
say I've had that before, but
Oh, really tasty with like some
Nice.
mash and turkey and yeah.
Yes, mixed in with that mash.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Drew, do you have any sandwich opinions?
I would like to echo an opinion of a famous person that I very much appreciate their take on it, and it sort of opened my eyes to a bagel as the sandwich, because you can get 3 sandwiches out of a bagel if you cut it a certain way. Sir Paul McCartney has a great video online. He talks about at length how to make the perfect sandwich. I recommend everybody watch that. That's something I think about a lot.
Cool.
And he talks about how to, because you'd think, wouldn't everything fall into the middle? And I'm not going to spoil it, but just watch the video and he'll explain how to contain everything in that bagel. And again, you don't cut it in half, you cut it in thirds, and you get 3 sandwiches. It is just, it's great.
All right.
So
That's-
not just doubling, tripling the sandwich.
Yeah.
That's economic.
It's economic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's something we want. It's something we want.
We've learned some multipliers here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Question number 2. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Who wants to buzz in?
I'm somebody, I have imposter syndrome. I'm a night owl who really wishes he could be an early bird.
Okay.
So I stay up very late, but I still get up very early.
Okay.
Part of it being necessity of having a young little guy. I have a 4-year-old. So obviously that keeps me up very early. But yeah, I have no problem. 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Let's go. We're ready to go. Let's roll. What about you guys?
I'm the same way. Mostly a night owl due to the schedule of my partner and also just because I like to stay up once in a while. But I want to be a morning person so bad. And
A lot of benefits.
it's funny because if there's something that I really need to do, like take a flight or there's like a trip I'm going on, like maybe it's like a fishing trip or whatever, it's funny. I can be up at the butt crack of dawn, like 5 a.m. But if it's like anything else, like I sleep through my alarms. It's almost like
Can't
the
motivate it.
anxiety is in my head while I'm sleeping and it knows to wake up that next day. And I just wish I could convince my body to do that for other things. Yes. Not
Other
just
than fishing? Yeah.
other than fishing and airports. Yeah.
At least fishing you're passionate about. Like, of course you want to get up for your hobby. It's nice.
Yeah, and you want to get up early sometimes to fish because it's like the weather's not going to be good later, or the wind, or like whatever else. So sometimes you have to go that early, and you don't really get a choice.
What about you, buddy?
I'm definitely both.
Yeah.
Like I like when I was younger, I'd stay up till like 2 a.m. playing Final Fantasy X, like failing
yeah.
grade 10 math and stuff like that. But nowadays, I'm more like into going to bed at like 9 or 10 p.m. and then waking up really early and just having the whole day just to do whatever I want. Yeah.
Do you have any like first thing you wake up rituals? Like do you start with
One
coffee,
single
tea?
cup of coffee.
1 cup of coffee.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. And then I just move on.
Days of
with the
roaring.
day. Yeah, the days of roaring. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Question number 3. How did you receive or achieve your first instrument?
bing, bing, bing. I'm just joking.
No, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so I got a drum set when I was 14. I'm 36 now, so my dad,
22
Eric
years.
Ellefson, very big supporter of my music. He bought me a drum set from D&H Music on the west side of St. John, and it was called
Classic.
Caddison.
Caddison.
Yeah, and they had their own cymbals and everything. And that drum set lasted me till about 3 or 4 years ago. I sold the last piece of it. And and yeah, because my friend wanted the kick drum because it has a good sound. So yeah, it's been 22 years since then. I've had many other instruments, but the first instrument I ever got was a drum set for sure.
Drum set. Did you, when you first got it, do you remember diving like straight into it, or was there kind of a learning curve of, or were you just like,
Well, I didn't know I was getting it, so that was kind of like
yeah. So did you
was a
express
Christmas
interest in the
present.
drums?
Well,
Or
I
like-
took a drum lesson when I was like 7 or 8, and I
Okay.
learned the basic rock beat.
Okay.
That's on like every song on the radio, basically. But
Yeah.
after that, I didn't have any drum lessons, so and then I just learned and figured it out kind of on
It's
the go.
so weird to hear that you
Cool.
started with drums.
I know,
I've never
yeah.
seen you hit a drum. Not a single drum has been hit in my
I
presence.
know. We're in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a guitar from my mom that she got from a friend that was getting rid of it at work, and it smelled like cat pee. Like, it was one of like the worst smelling things I had ever received. So it sat in my closet for a long time. And then I'm maybe 14 years old. I was at a local pawn shop, and they had like one of those deals you buy a guitar and an amp for $100.
Yeah.
So I got one of those, and I instantly just started playing. Fire up the Blink-182 tabs. I'm on
Yeah.
ultimatetab.com.
Yeah.
Trying to learn everything I possibly could, and then I always wanted a drum kit, but I wasn't able to get one because we always grew up in small apartments, never had homes that we owned, so we could never have something that loud. So
Yeah.
I always wanted to play drums, but definitely guitar was my first instrument. But I got my drum set that I currently have by trading a distortion pedal for it. So that's great. So
Sweet.
yeah, got a whole drum kit for a distortion pedal and $50. That's great.
It's a good trade.
Good trade.
That is a good trade.
It's a great trade.
Beautiful.
I mean, like at a young age, I think I was like given a harmonica, but when I really started, I got involved in the St. John string program.
Okay.
So, taking violin lessons, and eventually like they would rent you out a violin, and then my parents purchased me my own so I could do the St. John High School Orchestra and the other orchestra stuff that was available at the time.
So orchestra background.
Yeah, I guess a little bit. I mean, I played mostly like third and second violin, like,
Cool.
I took it seriously, but I was never jamming on the violin, you know what I mean? Not like I'm jamming now on other instruments, but
Cool.
yeah, no, really fun at the time as a kid to like get a basis for like learning music and like
Yeah.
learning the treble clef and stuff like that.
Yeah. I got my fiddle when I was 14, I think. How old were you when you started the strings program?
I was in grade 4 or 5.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I was
Very
with it for like quite a while.
Yeah. Neat.
Doing the like empty stocking fund and stuff like that, like all dressed up as a little kid.
If there's a thumbnail that we can take away from this with like a text on the bottom, it would be, "I'm not jamming on the violin."
I'm not.
There's something about that. It's like,
Make it into a Shongoff meme.
yeah, I'm not jamming on the violin.
I'm
I
just
like
joking, bro.
Maybe if I get a couple Coronas and some White Castle
There you
burgers.
All right, let's get the
Something to
let's
get
get the
me in the
violin.
mood.
Give me the fiddle. Let's go.
Yeah,
It's a good foundation, though, to learn the music theory for and stuff.
for
'Cause
sure.
I learned music theory on piano first.
I picked it up for a little bit again after a time where I had an electric violin and I was plugging that into guitar pedals and stuff, but I could never really find anyone to play with at the time.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
that was pretty short lived too, but
Little
that
Sean
was
Sterling.
fun. Jeez.
Cool. Okay. Question number 4.
Yeah.
Are you reading anything right now?
Pass. I don't read much.
I listen to audiobooks. I'll be fair in saying like I really wish that I could sit down and read a book front to back, but I just don't have the mental composure to sit there and imagine things. And I need somebody to, like, I like podcasts, I like audiobooks and stuff like that. But I did just, I finished Fahrenheit 182, the Blink 182 book Mark Hoppus wrote. That was a lot of fun.
Neat, okay.
As a fan of theirs growing up, it was nice to hear, like, you know, little tidbits that were just dropped casually. It's like, oh, that's where that came from. But that was really good. Other than that, my fiance, she reads a lot. And I know that she just finished their most recent Hunger Games book.
Okay.
That came out. We're doing we're back in our YA phase. We love it. Little YA never hurt anybody. But now we're getting ready for the movie because they're casting. It's pretty legit. So, exactly. to be continued. You a reader?
Yeah, I'm still picking through a Rick Mercer book that I like put down a few months ago. I got lent it from my girlfriend's dad. I also listen to a lot of audiobooks, mostly nerdy stuff lately. The last one that I listened to was Battletech Wolves on the Border. Battletech's this tabletop miniatures game.
Okay.
It's kind of like Warhammer, but not really. And it's about mechs and stuff. So,
Sweet.
you know,
With wolves on the border.
well,
they're coming.
There's
They're
these
coming.
guys named the Wolves Dragoons,
Oh, okay.
and they're hired mercenaries, and they go out and So that's been really fun. I'm reading a lot of manuals, I guess, to like learn how to play the game better. But they have like lore in it, so it's like kind of like fun to read. Like throws in some fun stuff so you don't get bored of.
Nothing wrong with reading menus and books, like guides and things like that. Like that should be.
It's hard for
discussed more
me
in
because I'm
literature.
not used to math. Like I was really bad at math when I was younger, so this is a new frontier for me.
Okay.
You know, a lot of math involved, head math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy math.
Yeah, I gotta relearn my multiplication table. You know? Yeah.
Like, you got the table on your hand. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see me cheating like this when I'm at the games. I'm just like looking at my hand.
Incredible. Question, or did you guys ever read any graphic novels?
I used to a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
There was really one that I liked a lot. It was just Fatale.
Okay.
And it was like this like femme fatale type story. It had another one that was really good called Pop, and it was like they were like replacing pop stars with like droids or something, right? But I used to read a lot of comics, a lot of Marvel, some Image stuff. Like there was one Alice Cott wrote called The Surface that I read that incomplete, but like I said, it was mostly just like nerdy stuff, just like Marvel things and things that was just like in pop culture that I couldn't wait between movies. I was like, I want to see what that's all about.
Yeah.
This
Too
giant
expensive though.
amount of lore that's just like in a bubble in our heads.
Yeah, and it's just it's nice to have it in a book, and now I know it's over there, and if I want to pick it up, it's there. But yeah, I have a lot of like complete trade sets. Like I have like the Daredevil Born Again series is probably one of my favorites. Like the Civil War run was really fun. Just that kind of stuff. But again, it was just like I stopped reading comic books in probably 2014. Like it was so everything up to then and before then, it was like I'm in this world. Let's go. Let's go every Wednesday and get the trades. Right? Like but no. Gotta step back. Gotta support your family.
Yeah, I did that in high school for a little bit, ordering
it's
the
expensive.
comics and stuff. Yeah, it does get expensive when you're younger.
Yeah.
I think like most recently, I think I tried to read, like I've picked up, one-offs, like novellas, mangas that are just like, the series is just the one book kind of thing, like at bookstores where it seemed interesting or it was like based on a novel or some concept or some art or something. But I think the most recent thing I tried to read was the Berserk and Tokyo Revengers mangas.
Okay.
Berserk's kind of like it's a lot like Elden Ring, if you've heard of that game. Very similar vibes. Giant swords, and very, very serious for no reason. And then Tokyo Revengers was kind of like a take on like Tokyo gangs or gangs in Japan.
Interesting.
That sounds cool. It was Yakuza.
Yakuza and stuff. And it had an anime that came out. It was pretty popular. And it's really interesting. Like it's pretty violent for something animated or something in a manga, but I think I just hadn't maybe read something like that before, because I think Berserk's pretty violent too.
Yes. That one's more violent.
But I haven't been on that train for a little bit. I think I'll probably pick something back up during the summer. I can see myself reading on the beach.
The Unwritten by Mike Carey and Peter Gross is like
Okay.
Yeah.
crazy, awesome story. It's a story that dissects story. It's crazy awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's
Sounds
check that
cool.
out.
Yeah. Do you read any comics?
Well, I'm more of like a visual story guy. Like I like to watch movies or TV
Okay.
shows more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
read. And now that I'm learning that both these guys are in on the audiobooks, I might try something new
Awesome.
and do that too.
Yeah,
There you
they're really
go,
nice
yeah.
for in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just kind of
Yeah.
pick away at it, you know?
Yeah.
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 Little chapters at a time.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's not the. I see. The thing is with reading books, it's just the like. I feel like everything needs to be quiet, and how many
Yes.
times does that happen? Like
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
people reading books on the bus, and I'm like, hats off to you. I want to stand up and clap for them. And I'm just like you are something special, right?
Uh-huh.
Like that's you are the people who can like you're gonna be like after a zombie apocalypse. Those are the people that'll be left, or book readers,
Still
like,
reading
for
their
sure.
books.
Still reading their books, right? And in those books, they'll learn how to survive.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's,
Totally.
it's very important.
Wonderful. Question number 5. What is your favorite pizza topping?
I need
Ham.
to get it. I need to,
Ham.
Wow,
Easy, so
okay.
easy. Yeah, ham.
Ham's good sometimes.
I think it's
What
really
about-
underrated. Like if you get
what
someone
about
that
this
does it
stuff?
right.
What
You
about
know?
cheese?
What about cheese? Well, I mean, cheese
I
is a
think
given usually.
yeah, we
I
have
know,
to,
but
like in terms of toppings. I think in this question, like there are a couple, like we can all agree that like cheese is a base topping, sauce is a base
Okay,
topping,
okay.
dough is a
I
topping.
don't know. Like one type of cheese, I would say
see-
that's a base. But if you're
Yeah.
going like 4 or 5 or like the really fancy
That's
cheeses,
true.
like I
Yeah.
think cheese is its own category.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Peter has a
Thank you.
point.
Thank you.
You're not wrong. We,
Empowered by Duncan.
And I guess
By
on
my
the
cheese
sauce
suggestion.
front, with the sauce, if you had a donair pizza, like
Yeah,
the sauce
yeah. Oh,
base,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, well, speaking of donair pizza, no, I think my favorite pizza topping, outside of cheese, obviously, would definitely have to be like, pepperoni. I'm a
Yeah.
classic
Yeah.
man with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Or
any of the smoked
pepperoni.
meats. You give me like, we're talking prosciutto, we're talking the coppa, we're talking the coppa infused prosciutto, we're talking salami, we're talking gorgonzola cheese.
You like
we're
all
talking-
that stuff, eh?
I like all this stuff. See,
Nice.
it was funny because so my fiance's dad, he's like a gourmet chef. And he does it like as a hobby too. So it's like it's even more just kind of like, like, okay, you're gonna do that too. So he's just an incredible chef. So every time we go down for a visit, he always gives us like pizza dough to make, and like he'll like do like a wood fired pizza. So
Yes.
he'll always say like put whatever toppings you want on them.
Sounds so
And
good.
like, dude, I'm not like it was one of those things too. It's like when there's like because when I go to my house, right, like I'll probably have like a bag of cheese in the fridge, like maybe a Tex-Mex, maybe like a triple cheddar or something. But like I open up like his fridge and it's like we got like the 4 Italian blend cheese, we got just mozza, we have fresh parm, we have grated parm, and it's just like sure, why not? So that's like in that situation, it's like I'll put the parm on the pizza sauce, and then I'll put the cheese on top, and I'll put a little bit more parm on. We're talking oregano. So pizza is a very like I love pizza.
It's hard to talk about one just topping.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think like a favorite pizza topping. I think I'm with you, and like it has to be pepperoni. Like,
Yeah,
it's
if I
like
had to pick
some
one,
sort of
yeah.
sliced meat. Like,
Yeah,
and I would even like ham is up there. I would
Man,
say
you're
ham's
turning
pretty
me
good.
back over to pepperoni.
Yeah.
Because you know what I get with ham every time?
Pepperoni.
Brooklyn pepperoni.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like the big
hey,
ones.
Now we're
Yeah,
talking.
those are
Because then when they like cut it, you get
We're
like the
talking.
extra like half pieces of the pepperoni on the other slices.
Yeah, it's
and
like
Yeah,
really
that's-
thin and
yeah.
flat.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
yeah.
style pizza. That's
kind of
good.
cooks
Yeah.
nice into it too.
Brooklyn style pizza saved my life, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I'll
No
stick,
elaboration.
No follow-up
I'll
questions.
stick with ham though.
Yeah.
I'll stick with ham.
Yeah. I'm switching my answer to Brooklyn pepperoni. That's what it is.
All right.
Good stuff.
Perfect.
Very frivolous debate on that one. That was- yeah.
Question number 6. Have you ever played Living Roots before?
That's a no. Yeah.
No, sir.
Oh,
It's
first
a quick
time.
No. Yeah. It's our
Oh,
first
well,
time.
welcome. I hope
Thank
this
you.
has been a wonderful introduction to the
It is.
festival.
Yeah,
really is.
absolutely.
See, I've
100%.
played other festivals in Fredericton plenty of times, but I've always like seen Living Roots posted and stuff like that. But I've never played in a band that I felt would be like genre fitting. But then playing with these guys and seeing what's available, it's like it's not really genre specific. It's just shows.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. Very happy to be a part of it. Like it's gonna be really fun.
For sure.
And we're really excited to play. You're allowed to be excited.
No, I just forgot about the mics. And
You're just like
it's probably gonna get really loud at that point that I clap.
yeah, exactly.
Here's about to get 5 booms.
It's hard to not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like a nice soft clap.
No,
but
we're
my
really
hands are also
excited to be
kinda
part of
clammy.
Living Roots, and like I
Yeah,
said, I played Music New Brunswick showcases and stuff in Fredericton before, but never a fest.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something nice about it, and especially Wilster's room. Like Wilster's room, there's something so special about that room, and really
I've
excited
never
to be
played
here.
there yet, so I'm really excited to go.
I love Wilster's.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think the weather's a big part of it too. Like,
Yeah.
having it, it's a bit chillier in St. John being by the water. But
Oh
it's
my
like,
goodness, 30 degrees up here. I checked the weather before I came, and I asked my Alexa 3 times. I said, "You said Celsius, right?"
yeah.
Like that's what you
Nice.
mean, right? Like, oh my goodness. So very excited for the weather. I'm sweating already. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's nice in here though. It's not
cool
very
in here.
warm in the blanket fort at all.
Well, it's perfect.
As far as
It's
blanket
always
fort,
perfect in the blanket fort.
Yeah, it's a perfect
it's always the same
temperature.
temperature. It's nice.
Question number 7. What are you most excited for about this year's Living Roots?
I would say it's a lot of what Peter said. There's like a lot of different bands that are from different genres that I've like heard of online or
Yes,
seen.
Drew said that.
Yeah.
You said Peter.
Oh, I said Peter. Sorry.
I just want the credit. It's okay.
Jeez, way
It's,
to call me out.
You're
there.
like, oh no.
No, but Living Roots focuses on new and emerging artists, and that's what we're really excited to see. Like, I'm really pumped to see Trash Oyster. I
Yeah,
love
me
their
too.
name,
Yeah.
and they're playing all original grunge music. I really
Yeah.
want to see that. So that's my plug for Trash Oyster.
There you go.
They were here. They rocked out the blanket fort. I was in the back, just like the whole time. It was awesome.
I watched part of that interview, but I didn't finish it all yet. But
It's-
I should have just skipped to the performance.
So good.
No, it's really cool, and I'm just excited to have a pass for the weekend and be able to check things
Yeah.
out and
For sure.
and see what's going on. And again, the weather's great, and
Yeah.
everybody seems to be in a good mood. We got here, and we're ready to roll, ready to
Yeah,
rock and
we're
roll.
really pumped.
rock and rolling.
Yeah.
Question number 8. What
Yep.
do you do to relax?
I breathe a lot.
You breathe.
I really try, like, if I'm like really having like an anxious moment, I really try to focus on my breathing, and then
Yes.
every time I do it, I go, "Holy man, I'm a loud breather." Every single time I do it, it's funny. Like I find the internet and the algorithm, like it obviously like. A few years ago, it was like, I think my phone's listening to me. Oh my goodness. And it's like, nah. But now it's like, you'll say something and you'll get 5 ads about it. So like, even just like talking about like sleeping and like breathing, I get all of these ads for like deviated septums or like mouth tape. Like mouth tape is a big thing. And it's like, I can't convince myself to try mouth tape because like, they're like, oh, it forces you to breathe through your nose. And I'm like, but what if I'm sleeping and I go, no, I'm not doing that. So like, what if my brain's like, no, I always breathe through my mouth. So that's yeah. I'm just scared of mouth tape. I don't even remember the question. How do I relax? I do not
use
think
mouth
about. I do not think about mouth tape. That's how I relax.
God, for me, I just listen to music. Like I'm a big Spotify junkie. Even though they have a bad rap, I listen to them music on there. Like, and that just relaxes me. Because mainly, I guess I'll make a plug about my stereo. I got it at Mission Thrift Store in St. John. I got the record player and the stereo amp for $20. And each speaker that's about this tall
Yes.
off the floor.
Yes.
And they're Kenwood 3-way speakers. I got them for $4 a speaker. So total
pretty good.
spent $28, and
Yeah.
it's the best sounding stereo I've ever sat in front of in my life.
Yeah.
It's in my bedroom. So I listen to music on that all the time, and it relaxes me very, very well.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Music.
I go fishing.
I knew it.
Knew it.
Yeah.
say.
I'm one of those kinds of people where like every couple of years I try to like pick a new hobby and like just try something new. Like last year I was climbing a lot, outdoor and indoor.
Yeah.
Still have my gear, something I really want to get back into. I've done like photography and film photography and different things like that. I just like trying new things. So Last year, at the end of the year, I picked up fishing, just spin rod fishing, and it went really well. I live somewheres where there's a lot of unique lakes and rivers and spots to go fish, and it can be really peaceful. So I just like bring a tall can and I'll go into the woods and enjoy myself. And lately, I've been learning to fly fish.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm sporting my fly fishing hat today.
Nice.
Hopefully gonna catch some this weekend. But yeah, no, that's been amazing to learn. It's really difficult, I will say, fly fishing when you're first starting out.
Yeah.
But I've got the confidence and I got the willpower. So yeah, we're gonna see.
You're wielding a 12 to 15 foot rod with a 35 length of string and then a little hook on the end. It's wild spatial awareness.
Yes.
With a really good casters,
Yes.
it's like, dude, this cast 150 feet, yeah? 150 feet? Just this little tiny hook, just
wheeling through the air.
wild.
Yeah.
Wild. Super cool. Okay, question number 9. Could you please recommend a artist or band that our audience should look up in the shade of a tree on a sunny day?
For sunny day in the shade, I'd say definitely the band that I've been really big on is Washer.
Washer.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really cool. They're just a guitar and drum band,
Nice.
and they're appropriate for any setting, not just sunny day in the shade.
Perfect. So you can start there and then go on an adventure while listening to them as the soundscape.
Yeah. They're awesome. I'm very inspired by them, and sunny day in the shade is good for any music. But I mean,
That in particular.
Washer in particular, I would want to listen to under the tree.
Okay.
I'd recommend a band, good friends with the lead singer and principal songwriter, a band out of Montreal / Toronto. Started in Montreal, in Toronto now. Palea. It's Micah Brown, and it is really good stuff. It's sort of reminiscent of that early 2000s emo music, but still having a lot of sensibilities of like modern, indie sleaze, indie rock. The album Swell came out in 2023 or 2022. I can't quite remember.
Okay.
It's a little bit of an old one, but I highly recommend that album for anybody looking for something quasi-local. Micah was he's from PEI.
Okay.
So originally he was in a band called Gutless Wonder that I super loved, and because I loved that band, we ended up connecting, and we've worked together on some projects. He's recorded and produced some of my stuff in other fashions, but I've always just that's the high water mark for the genre for me. I recommend that any chance I get. So highly recommend Swell. You can get it on all streaming services, or you can buy it online.
Yes.
Yeah.
Support local artists.
Yeah.
Support artists.
You can do it on Friday so that Bandcamp didn't take any money.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what's that?
Bandcamp
If you buy
Fridays,
it on
yeah.
Bandcamp Friday, then the artists get 100% of the earnings.
Yeah.
Only buy on Fridays.
Yeah.
Only buy on Fridays.
Sorry, man, I'm waiting till Friday. I gotta support you.
I would pick the artist Mick Bass. It's a French artist that sometimes works with a band. And that project, their first album, it intros with the sounds of like the waves crashing on a beach and seagulls and stuff. And then throughout the album, that kind of like comes back into the mix as they go into like the intro of another song. And it just, all of it flows together, and it just has like a lot of emotion and a lot of like sunny day vibes. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, the like waves washing with the sand and like the sound of the birds like throughout the album is just kind of like, you just want to like, oh man, good vibes.
I've
I
heard
just want to
Mick
chill
Bass.
back.
You showed me them, and they're nice. They're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You just want to lay back and kind of, I don't know, get out a margarita or something.
Margarita, there we go.
Yeah, the
Now that's
vi-
a summer drink.
Yeah.
I want something that's like I have to chew it when I drink it. Like, I want
Oh,
something
yeah.
sloshy.
Absolutely.
In the shade of a tree with a summer drink.
Yeah.
I'd have to
Yeah.
add the question or add to the question.
For sure.
Question number 10. What would you ask your 5-year-old self?
So I'm gonna take this one first. Anyway, you guys can answer too if you want. But I've been thinking about this one because the cue card's very helpful. I would ask myself why I haven't started an instrument yet. Because the earlier is the better, in my
Yes.
opinion. The earlier you start, the better. And I didn't start till I was like 13 or 14. So,
You can't be so hard on your 5-year-old self.
man, it's not a. I don't care. It's my 5-year-old self. I don't care.
Mine would be I'd go back in time and I'd not so much an ask, but I would tell him something. And I'd say, in 4 years, your father is going to introduce you to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Don't watch the TV. Don't watch the TV. Turn it off. Turn it off. Don't do it. Don't fall for the fandom. Don't do it. Just don't do it. That's what I would do. I would tell.
Dad likes the Leafs too.
That's yep. So
Okay.
that's what I would go back in time and just be like, don't watch that game with your father. Don't fall in love with them. They're gonna break your heart. Just leave them be. And I honestly think my life would be significantly better. I'll just say that.
That's
think
like
my
me,
life
like
would be
in the New York
significantly better.
Jets.
Yep. Yeah,
They
just,
have
we don't need
been like
sports
bad
teams.
for 13 years straight or something.
13's
It's
nothing,
terrible.
brother. There was we haven't. I'm not doing this on.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no Toronto Maple Leaf talk.
Next.
You're next.
Geez, what was the question?
What would
What
you
would
ask
your
your
5-year-old self?
Oh yeah. Got fixated on the Leafs. Honestly, like, it sounds so stupid, but I would have told my younger self to have more interest in fishing, simply because, like, we were talking a bit about it earlier. You know,
So
the
why don't you like fishing yet? Is what you would say to you.
Yeah.
Or do you want to go fishing with me?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that'd
much
be
nicer.
pretty psychedelic, fishing with my 5-year-old self.
Yeah.
But no, my family was like really involved in fisheries and stuff like that, and that was when I was younger, I was really interested in biology in high school, and I could have seen myself going into that field, but even though the kind of like love for the rivers and fish and that biology came a bit late, I'm now being able to really enjoy it, and I'm kind of like, wow, it would have been nice if I had that passion earlier so I could share it with my dad, where he was also so passionate about it.
Yeah.
And now, he's older, but
Yeah.
we're getting to share those moments now.
Yeah.
But it would have just opened up another door for me to spend time with him, and I would
Aw.
have, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
What a great last answer for all the questions.
Beautiful. That's my 10 questions from me to you. Do you have one question from you to me?
How many times have you pricked your fingers making everything in this place?
Oh,
Oh.
thousands.
Yeah,
I
I was
have
gonna
deep
say-
gashes
I was
in
gonna
my
say,
hands.
like, that's, looking at all of this stuff, like, I couldn't do it simply because I'd get nicked once. Same reason why I never skateboarded. Like, I tried to skateboard, I got hurt once, and I was like, never again. So it's like, it's a lot of determination that, like,
That's
that
why
you
I
built
switched
all
to
this.
mountain biking, because I couldn't ollie after
yeah.
1 month.
So I'm done with it.
I couldn't ollie. I was like, whatever, I can bunny hop on a bike. Well, thanks so much.
Well, you can each have a question.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite outdoor moment that you've had in recent memory?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah.
My father-in-law took me fly fishing on the Matapedia, and the day before I went is when I injured my arm, performing at the Beaverbrook Art Gallery for too many performances in too short of a time. Just kind of like stressed a deltoid, I think. So I physically could not cast, but I still hopped in the boat with him, and I still was like, I could still draw with like my left hand and like kind of with my right hand a little to the side.
Okay, yeah.
And I just did a couple sketches of him in the guide and him in the boat, and gave them to some art to some of his fishing buddies. And so just like going fishing with my father-in-law, not making a single cast, but befriending all of his fishing buddies, befriending
you
all the
go.
people at the camp.
Yeah.
Just like when he had errands to run in the afternoon, like I got nothing better to do. My arm's busted, so I was hanging out with Ernie. And so just it was just a lot of out time with Ernie kind of thing, and just spending time with him on the boat, and like carrying one of his rods, because I can't cast, so I'll carry his spare rod, and just hanging out with him in the outdoors was really nice.
Beautiful.
Sometimes all you need is a hangout.
Yes.
Like just keep it simple and enjoy your presence
Just
with
a
the other
vibe.
person. Yeah.
My question is, do you play any instruments?
I do. I guitar really early, and then drums for a bit, and then back to guitar for a bit, and then the fiddle was where I like really like fell in love with it when I was like 14, I think. Oh no, piano when I was like 5.
Okay.
Okay.
My parents
yeah.
got me and my sister in piano lessons, and then just like as part of the kind of like the weekly routine, we always had to have like a music thing, and so
Right.
we never really fell passionately into them until the fiddle, and then bought a fiddle with my first paycheck kind of thing, and then built actually a little blanket fort in my room in the basement so I could play later into the night, try and acoustic the sound. But then once I started doing art as like the storybook kind of thing, that has kind of become my instrument. But for quite a few years, I left my bow strung, and so I overstrung it and didn't have a bow for many years. But then my friend Mitchell, like 2 years ago, gave me his old bow, and so I have no reason to not be playing the fiddle. And one of my plans this summer was to start playing it, but then my arm. So I think playing the fiddle is going to be one of the kind of like rehab activities I do.
That's a good idea.
Because it's slow, gentle motions. Once I do a bit of physio and get it strengthened, that's a nice way to kind of strengthen the arm.
Yeah.
I'm only holding the bow, so
It's a win-win.
yeah,
For sure.
Okay, well, thank you for the questions. Those were great. I got to tell many little stories.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Now, would you like to add to the blanket fort collection by playing a song in the blanket fort?
Definitely, yeah.
Sure.
Let's spin this stuff around. This is our first electric performance in the blanket fort. We'll see how it goes.
All right, so this song is called Dark.
Dark.
Yes, and it's by myself and these guys. It's Goliath's Chair song.
Okay.
And I just kind of want to speak about it real quick before we start it. So this song, I wrote it on an acoustic, but I transferred it to the electric style, and it's basically a song about being in love and experiencing intimacy with no lights on. So, but in a loving way, not in a sexual way. So it's called Dark, and I'm gonna play it for you.
Yay!
So the kitty wants to contribute. All right. I can see you've been waiting, always waiting, and you're talking about your hard times, all these hard times, and I'm gone in the way, so lost and afraid, 'cause I want you in the dark. I want you in the dark. You can see I've been waiting, always waiting, and you're on to some new thing, all these new things, and I'm gone in the way, so lost and afraid, 'cause I want you in the dark. I want you in the dark. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Dark in the blanket fort.
Dark in the blanket fort.
Dark in